Hi everyone, this is just a short video to give you an overview of the structure of our Blackboard site. When you arrive at the site, you'll enter on the course content page. At the top of this page you will find a brief welcome from me with some additional information, different pages that you should visit. The first page that you should visit is the Getting Started page. This is just a page that's provided by the FIU online system, and it just gives you a lot of different information of what you'll need in order to complete an online course if you're not familiar with that already. The second page that you should visit is our course syllabus. This has a lot of different information on it, and we'll be going over that page in a separate video. Below this is the academic honesty policy. I'll ask you to start off the semester by reading the academic honesty policy and then marking it as reviewed here. After you've completed that, you can go ahead and look at all of the different units, and we'll be looking at those and how those are structured in just a second. Along the left-hand side of the page, you'll see a number of different sections and links in the course. The second one is the syllabus. After that is the course design FAQ. In this FAQ, there is a lot of different information just about how I designed the course. I primarily provide this just because I think that you might find it valuable to understand why I designed the course in this way, and honestly how I designed it. Below that are a number of different tools that we'll be using this semester. The first one is the announcements tool. I'll be using this just to send announcements out to the course. It'll create a nice little database of announcements here, and it'll also send it out to your emails. Below that is the email tool. You can use this to contact me or other students in the class, send emails to our FIU emails. Below that is the assessments section. This is where all of the different quizzes for our course will be. Currently there aren't too many quizzes here, but it will become more populated with quizzes as we go. Below the assessment section is the assignment drop box. This just has all of the Turnitin assignment links for all of the different assignments in our course. It also has some instructions up here on the top of when those are due and on how you can submit assignments to Turnitin. There are a few assignments that are not listed here right now. Those are the team assignments, and that's just mainly because I wanted to create it, keep it looking a little bit more simple and make it easier when you're turning in your individual assignments at first. So below that is our discussion board. Our discussion board has a number of different sections. First, in the general forum, I have threads for asking questions about the class, for just posting anything random that you find interesting, funny, otherwise that you just want to share with the course, and then a place to post useful resources. In the latter thread, I've had students post guides on studying for finals, guides on how to cite correctly in a particular format, suggestions on how to write effectively, etc. Anything that might be useful to someone who's in this course or who is a student at FIU. Below that is the teams section. We will have 5 different team-based units during this class, so you'll be doing a lot of work with your teammates. You'll be assigned to teams starting at the end of the second week or beginning of the third week, and at that point when you click on this you will see all of the tools and content for your specific team. We'll be going over that in a lot more detail when you're actually in teams at the end. There's also a link below that for team evaluations. You'll be doing 3 different evaluations of your teammates during the semester, and again this will become populated with those events when they are available and when you are supposed to be doing evaluations of your teammates. So I want to go back to the main course content page just briefly and take a look at one of the units. So our first unit, Unit 1, is fairly representative of what all of the units will look like. They'll all start off with an outline that tell you what are the outcomes and goals of that unit, what are the different readings that you should do that unit. Most of the readings will be from our 2 textbooks, so Markle and Munger, and they'll just list the textbook and the chapter or case that you should be reading. Occasionally I also provide you additional readings that will be linked to in this section. Below that will be a list of the different due dates and deliverables that you need to submit during that unit. So for this first one we'll see that you need to submit an individual quiz, complete an individual quiz by this coming Saturday, and then after that you will be submitting a student inventory and an introduction post. So there will be links to each of those below there. The links typically just go to the section. This is something that FIU Online asks us to do so that you can see the instructions for how to submit these things in each and every case. So in this case you'll be brought to the assessment section here. This will bring you actually directly to the student inventory here. And then this will bring you to our discussion board where you can post your introduction post. At the very bottom of the unit, at the very bottom of the unit, you'll find a link that says What's Next, and that will just bring you to the next unit. So in this case, if we click it, it brings us over to Unit 2. So that's just a quick look at the overall structure for our course and what it looks like. If you do have any questions about this, please do go over to the discussion board, go into the general forum, and post a question in the questions about the class thread. This way, if other students have similar questions, I can answer them there, and everyone will have access to the same questions and answers. But I'll be coming back with a few additional videos on the syllabus and on our first unit.